Welcome back to Crypto 618, and today we're doing a live stream. We're going to have a look at how to mint Trunk, how to stake Trunk, and also how to buy Stampede bonds. So let's get into it. Alright, so we are doing it live, so bear with me while I go through this. So the first thing, I've done a couple of videos on elephant money already. You can see here how to buy elephant money, how to buy Trunk. So this one's the third video, and I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to do it live as well. Also, if you have any questions, you feel free to jump in the live chat as well. Okay, so let's have a look at elephant money. Now when you come to elephant.money, you've got two sections. You've got elephant and Trunk and Stampede. So if we go to elephant, you can have a look at what we've done here. You'll need to connect your wallet, make sure it's connected. Once it's connected, you'll see the amount of BNB in your wallet, and also if you're not sure, you can just click on your Metamask and make sure it's connected there, so you can have a look at there, and that shows it's connected. Okay, so we've got some elephant in here, 1.1623 billion tokens, which is valued currently at $108 BUSD. That's the equivalent, and because it's such a small amount, it's not registering on the staking percentage there. If I had quite a lot, you would see that as staked. Okay, so that is elephant money. So let's go back out. Let's go into Trunk and Stampede. Okay, let's connect wallet. Make sure it's connected. Our wallet's here. Now what I've done is I've rolled one of my other projects I've just finished, and I've rolled that into here. So I swapped it to BUSD. So when you want Trunk, you've got to mint that, and if you want to stake it, you'll need a deposit. So you'll need BUSD. Different ways of getting BUSD, which I'll cover some other videos. But for the moment, you'll need BUSD in your wallet, so your Metamask wallet. And all we need to do is come into here, and we need to mint. Now what I'm actually going to do to demonstrate, I'm going to put half of the $400, let's say $400 BUSD. I'm going to put half of it into this high yield here. I'm going to deposit that into the staking, and that will currently get 63% APR on that money staked. So I'll be staking a couple $100 into the staking. I'll also come down here into the bonds. This is the Stampede bonds, and I'll be going into bonds, and the other half, the other $200, I'll be going into here as well. So I'll explain those as I go, but let's just go through the steps. So I want to, because it's when you actually mint, there's a couple of things that you need to take in consideration. It's about 1% transaction cost to actually mint, and also there's a transaction cost for the gas, which last time I did that was around about $3 to $4. So you've got to make sure that you have enough BNB in your wallet to cover the gas. So make sure you've got that there. So if I want to get, let's say I want to put 400 in there. Let's say 400. You'll notice that it actually says 396 Trunk, and this is because of the 1%. But if I want to put 400 Trunk in there, I'll need to increase that a little bit more. So let's say I put it to 405. That will give me 400 Trunk and just a little bit extra, which is fine. That way I can put 200 into staking and 200 into the Perpetual bonds. So we've got 405. Now what you'll need to do is you make sure this toggle is enabled. So if this is not enabled, it'll kind of look like this one down here. But if it's not enabled, you will need to enable it. When you click it, you'll get a confirmation on your Metamask, which you need to You need to basically confirm that, wait, and then this will become enabled. So now that it's enabled, so then let's click on Mint. We get a confirmation, confirm, close. Now we're going to wait. We're going to wait for that to come through. So I'll just check the chat, see if there's anyone on chat while we're waiting. No, that's okay. No questions. All good. Okay, so our BUSD is down now to 60. And if you scroll down, yep, we can see that the trunk is now $408 in trunk. So I want to put 200 trunk into staking, and then I want to put 200 into bonds. So notice how down here we've got deposit and staking disabled. We want to enable staking. So we're going to click this little toggle. Then we're going to get a confirmation. It costs about 13 cents currently. We click on confirm, close, and we want to wait till that becomes enabled. So we've just got to wait for the transaction to come through. Let's check out Metamask. Yeah, so that's our last approval on there. So that's fine. Okay, so staking's enabled now. So now we want to put in $200 worth of trunk. Now notice that when we deposit that, it stays at $200 and there's no fees on that when we're going to stake it. And we can also unstake it, and by unstaking it, which is withdraw, and there's no fees on that as well. So now we're going to deposit $200 of trunk in there. So we click on deposit. Now just so you know, we can take this out at any time and then convert it back to BUSD if we want to. So we click on deposit. Then we click on confirm. And click close. So what will be interesting, we should see this trunk go down. Yes, so the trunk has gone down now to 205. And deposits is 203 trunk. So I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not sure why I thought I put in 200, which I did, but that went to 203 for some reason. So not sure what happened there, but we now have $203 on deposit. And now it's showing that it is 0.002% of the staking pool. So on that $200, I'll be earning approximately 63% APR on that money. And that is the portion of the pool in percentage that I have. So we've still got a couple $100 worth of trunk left. This is where we want to come down into the Stampede Perpetual bonds. So we want to click on bond. Then we're going to click on here and type in 200. Now, actually, before we do this, notice how it says Stampede disabled. We need to enable this again. So what we want to do is we want to click on Stampede disable the toggle. We want to go over and give it permission. It's another 13 cents. We close. Then we want to wait until this toggle turns on. So when we get into the Stampede Perpetual bonds, just so you understand what you're doing, and I'll cover more videos on this, that's enabled now. When you actually put your $200 worth of trunk in here and put it into the Stampede Perpetual bonds, all you're doing is you cannot withdraw your $200 of trunk. It is gone. What you're actually doing is you can put $200 of trunk in there, and what it's actually doing is it's going to give you a yield of 0.56% per day until it reaches paying out your maturity. Okay, so that is where the 205% APR from this figure here. So if I put in this bond and I put $200 in here, and if I want to withdraw it, it's not going to happen, because the only way I'm going to get back anything out of this is through yield. So it's kind of like superannuation, anything like that, where you're putting money into something and you can't access it for a long time. And when you do access it, normally it's only like a pension, where you get a yield, a small yield out of it. So this is exactly the same thing. So we click on overview. You can see there's nothing out there at the moment. We click on bond. Now it's enabled. We're going to bond 200. So click bond. And we go and confirm on Metamask. We'll click close. We'll see if that stays at 200 bonded. And we'll wait for those transactions to come through. I'll just check to see if we've got any comments. No, that's all right. No questions at this stage that I can see. That's all good. If you do have any questions, put them in the chat. And that way I can answer them in the next lot of videos. That'd be great. All right, so we go back to here. Now that we've trunk is down to 5.8, we go back to overview. And we see that we now have 200 in bonds for trunk. And the maturity, that means now that over time, that is now worth $410. However, it is only going to pay 0.56% of this. So it'll take roughly 365 days for this to actually pay out to rewards every day. So every day you'll see these rewards. You can actually see the rewards going up. Well, it was just a few seconds there. So this will pay out, so on $200, 0.56%, and that will be how much the reward is. So that will go into the rewards, and then what you can do is you can then roll and claim. So if we go back up here, same thing with this. So once you put on deposit and you're staking, it'll take a little bit longer, but you'll see the rewards come through. Now what you can do, and I'll cover these in more videos and we'll go through different strategies, but what you can do is once you get your rewards, if you want to increase the amount of deposits, because remember this is a stable coin in USD and you can withdraw this anytime. If you don't need your rewards, you can put them back into your deposits and compound them. So this is like getting interest rate. So let's say you put some money in the bank and you get some interest on it, and then you take that interest and you bank it back in with the deposit, and then it's going to increase the amount of deposits and then increase the rewards you get. So that's compounding. To do that, you just need to click on roll, and roll will put the rewards back into the deposit. As simple as that. And it will tell you how many rolls you've done and how much you've rolled. Okay. And if you make a claim, that means you're actually taking the rewards out and you claiming them back. And we'll do some more videos on that. So when we go down to the Stampede Perpetual bonds, same thing will happen, is you'll get these rewards. And if you want every day or whenever it's suitable, and we'll talk about the strategies soon, you can roll. And when you roll, your rewards will go back into your bonds, and this will increase the maturity. So when you increase this amount will go up, and you can do this every day. And it's essentially you're compounding. And by compounding like this, it's actually going to increase this maturity much bigger. So you can imagine if you add a couple of zeros onto this, or even 3 zeros, everyone comes in at different levels, but it will increase, and this will be the maturity payout. And on this maturity, it will pay these daily rewards. And it doesn't pay this forever. It will pay those rewards until the payouts equal the maturity, and then it doesn't pay out anymore, which makes sense. You can't get any more money out than you actually put in, and also including your rewards that you're getting or your yield. And all you need to do is roll, and you can roll them back into your bonds. It'll increase your maturity, you'll get more rewards, and you can roll them. Every time you roll, there'll be like gas fees and that, which you'll need to take into account as well. And then at some stage, you may want to claim, do a claim, and which we'll go through another video on how that works. So that covers two aspects today, which is basically I wanted to cover minting. Again, I wanted to show depositing into the high yield. This is the staking. So now we've got a couple $100 staked. And I also wanted to demonstrate how you could buy the Stampede Perpetual bonds. So we put a couple $100 in bonds. Soon I'll do some more videos on this, and I'll show you how the partner section works. It's not necessarily, you don't actually have to have a partner to participate in this, but if you are in a partner network, all you need to do is put a partner address. I'll be able to give you my partner address to put in there if you want to, or you can choose someone else, and you can change it anytime. But you will receive a 0.5% for onboarding new partners. So this is not like a multi-level marketing or anything like that. This is simply like Amazon affiliate, where if you bring someone else into this partner network and you bring them on board, you and the person you bring share in 1% reward, and so you will get a 0.5% and they will get a 0.5% reward. So you actually share the reward, and the reward is currently set at 1% of deposits and rolls. So I'll give you some updates on that as well. And also, if you are part of an overall team, some team members will be offering airdrops, which you can see here, which is getting essentially free trunk to be part of their network. So I'll talk to you about that in future videos. So I think that was all I wanted to cover today in this. I don't have any questions at the moment in chat, but if you do have some, please put them in the chat, and that way I can answer them. And if you do like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I always appreciate that. And looking forward to the next video. So I will talk to you guys soon.